So, hello everybody. This is Ray from Race United. It's been a while. I've done live with anything to do with pie. I've just returned from work and I'm very knackered. But I thought, you know what? Let me do this for all y'all from wherever corner you are around the world. Now, before I start, please let's all give our love to India and what they're going through, because a lot of the pioneers are from India. So shout out to India and everyone, please, let's get our love to India for what they're going through with the pandemic at the moment. I can say predominantly most of the pioneers are Indians, and most of my followers are Indians as well. So I feel for them, what they're going through. I'm really happy that they've, got help from here in the UK, and also help from the United States and some parts of the first world countries. So yes, love to India, and we hope that the pandemic comes to an end so all of us will be free. Well, thank you so much, Harry Rathor. Thank you so much. Thank you. Much love to India. Like I said, it's very emotional for me and for a lot of my friends. I do work with a lot of Indians, so yeah, much love to them, and I hope and pray that whatever it is that's happening over there will be reversed very, very soon. So back to point. Now, what is this about? This is something that I read somewhere, and I thought, you know what, it's best to share it with everyone that I love India too. Trust me, I've been there once, and trust me, I love India. Harry, I love India so much, and I've got a lot of Indian friends. Like I said, I work with a lot of them, so I love them. Now this is going to be very interactive. It's not going to be like one of my videos that is recorded about pie and everything. This is just me. What you're seeing here is me. So I'm going to have conversation with you, and whatever you've got, any question you've got, just ask, and I'll do my best to answer it. So I beg your pardon. So yes, I've done my shout outs to India. I was supposed to do the intro first before giving my shout outs to India, but hey, much love to India. Now, right now, what I actually want to talk about is Jeff Bezos's Jeff Bezos Amazon potentially. Now this is it. Yeah, when I say potentially or impending collaboration with the Pi network. Now, why did I say that? I'm going to explain it to you very soon. But before that, let me give you a little background with what Amazon is doing at the moment. Now, if you remember, those of you that have been with me for the past few months, I did a video about Elon Musk joining Pi. A lot of you agree with the fact that he would, because of the fact that he's chosen to invest $1.5 billion of his wealth into Bitcoin. Now, with Pi, because it's not yet floated on the exchange, we all know that the sky is the limit, right? Yes. Young Badu, thank you so much. Thank you. If I motivate you, I'm glad. I'm just here that all of us that are family in the Pi network, we come together and make sure it grows. You understand? So that's all I'm trying to do. Anybody that's got any opinion, the chat, the comment section is there for you. Be there, show what you've got, and trust me, there is no bias here. You understand? No bias. So do what you can, put your comments there, and let's all be one happy family. Trust me, Pi is a big, big family. We're almost, I beg your pardon, we're almost 20 million strong. So we should keep growing. You understand? But beforehand, like I said, so I'm giving you background. So what's his name? Elon Musk's company, Tesla, bought 1.5 billion pounds worth of of Bitcoin. Look at me. I'm so invested in Pi that I keep talking about Pi. You understand? Now, he did that knowing that Bitcoin has got volatility with its value in the market. However, because it's got an upward trajectory, even if it goes down and up, if you draw a line through it, it goes up, right? So if it goes up like that, what do you expect? Is he going to not invest his money in it? He's going to invest his money because he's looking at it like, okay, this is the future. everything that has a bright future starts on a bump. You understand? It starts on a bump. So Bitcoin started on a bump. Now it's had an upward trajectory in the past 6 months to a year. Actually, it's been having an upward trajectory for the past years. $50,000 for Pi Network. Trust me, let's keep our fingers crossed. Fingers crossed for $50,000. You know, however, let's start small. Let's start small, because if we start small, eventually it's going to grow. It's going to grow. If as a community we put trust in our currency, in this case Pi Network, it is going to grow. If we don't put trust in it, then the growth will be very slow, very, very slow. You don't want it to grow too fast. Otherwise, it's going to plunge down and you lose value, but you want it to go up so that the trajectory will always be going up and up and up. Do you understand? So that's what you want. So what I'm trying to say is, when Elon Musk bought that, it was breaking news. It was the news of the century. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, man. Yeah. Steve Allen. Yeah. Let me put your comments there. You understand? So yeah, I don't do live with Pi most of the times, but I thought, you know what, lately, I've got a full-time job. Do you know what I mean? So since some of the lockdown rules were eased here in the UK, I've been going to work, and because of that, it's very difficult to record. And after you record, you do all the editing and stuff, the production, because I do a lot of things myself. So because of that, I thought, you know what, the best thing to do is to just do the live for now until I get the hang of work. And then once I get the hang of work and I've got my routine back, then I can record it, and then I'll start doing my other recorded Pi stuff. But for now, if you love this, you know what, I'm going to put it on my community section. I'll put it there. Do you want me to do live, or do you want me to record and, post it to you? Whichever one you want, I'm going to put it there, and then give me your honest answer, and then I'll do that. But for now, let's do this, because I'm loving this. I've got football to watch, but I thought, you know what, let me speak to my Pi family first, because my Pi family matters to me more than some football somewhere. I don't support them anyway. I support Manchester United, as you know. So let me continue. So as what's his name? Tesla bought 1.5 billion worth of that. The whole world sat down and said, whoa, now this is becoming serious. You understand? And if this is becoming serious, then people need to take notice of what's happening. Bit of both. You can edit and send some out, then live in between to give you a break. Steve, I'll take your advice on board. This is what I need. People that care about the work we do. Yeah, what you're saying is right. I'm getting my routine back anyway. So because I'm getting my routine back, I will be able to, try and do some recorded stuff and then edit and send sometime next week. But this week, it's all about live, because I've got some things I need to share with you in person. And if I do it this way, it's going to help us. And this one is coming from Deshane Brown from Jamaica. Yeah, keep up the work, Ray. Pi family from all the way in the Jamaica. My brother, listen, like I said, we're all family. I don't care where anyone comes from. Initially, what did I do? I gave out my love to India for what's happening there. I'm giving out my love to Russia, giving out my love to Europe, because Europe too is having situations. Brazil, I even forgot about Brazil. They're going through their thing. Iraq is going through their thing. South Africa is going through their thing. So a lot of countries are going through the pandemic crisis, and UK has been through it, but now we're okay for now. We're keeping our fingers crossed, and we hope that the vaccinations and stuff help us. So please, shout out to India and Brazil, Iraq, and all of those countries that are going through the pandemic problem. But here, what we want to talk about is Jeff Bezos's Amazon impending collaboration with Pi Network. I'm going to tell you why I believe that's going to happen. Obviously, it goes through a lot of hoops. It can't happen at once. You understand? And so, you know what? I'm loving this, with the interaction. Steve Allen, you're going on with all the vibes. I love this good vibes, yeah? We're going to be waving at each other on our Pi-earned yachts. That's what we're going to do. And I've got my other friend, Jiwa Jeremiah, who's also saying, I love your live video. It makes me keep going. Yes. Now, this is it, if the live is good, then I'm not going to stop. But I'll keep doing the recorded version as well, because that it gives it bite. You know, you put the effects there. People like that. You know, a lot of people like that. But this is me trying to have a conversation with you. You know, my friends and my brothers and sisters. It's me trying to have a conversation with you. You know, because the other one is more like just generic. But this, I'm having a conversation with you, and I love it. So as I was saying, so Jeff Bezos is Amazon. You know, it's a very huge company. You understand? Amazon is a very big company. Jeff Bezos, the richest man in the world. One time it was him and Elon Musk are just like rubbing shoulders with each other, you know. But both of them are the richest men in the world. For now, it's Jeff Bezos. The next time is going to be you or me. now, tell me, it can't be you or me. It's going to be either you or me. You know, we'll be floating the pie all over the place and letting people know that they've missed out. They should have gone on and, you know, tell people like we're telling each other what we need to do. So, yeah, what I'm trying to say about this is with Amazon, because there's a lot of purchase of goods and at times services in the sense that when people do delivery and stuff for them, you do get payments and stuff. So if Pi tends to be like one of the main cryptocurrencies that people tend to sway towards, because I believe Pi will be very trustworthy and Pi will have an upward trajectory. The reason being, a lot of people are going to understand Pi before it actually launches on the exchange. You understand? You and me are going to understand it better before it launches. When Bitcoin launched 11 years ago or 12 years ago, almost, people didn't know what it was. People didn't know what cryptography was. But now, a lot of people are doing programming. They know what cryptography is. They know how to encrypt files. They know how to encrypt data. You know, so it's much easier to do that blockchain, everything. A lot of people now have knowledge about it. And Dr. Nicholas Kikalis also did a lecture about blockchain a few weeks ago or months ago. You understand? And we all, most of us, those of us that have vested interest in Pi, went and watched it. And I actually benefited a lot from that particular lecture from Stanford University. So what I'm trying to say here is we shouldn't look at Pi and think that, you know, Pi will be big. Oh, yes. Chiagozie Obiachufisi. Yes, let me put your comment there, my friend. We know Pi will be big, of course. No doubt. Pi is going to be big. I mean, when I joined it in 2019, September. A friend of mine sent me, and I didn't doubt it. You know, when I saw it, I said, you know what, this thing looks good. Let me just do it. And then when I did it, I started inviting people, and then I slacked a bit because I don't know. Somehow I thought, you know what, it slowed down a bit because everything was seeming long, and so I slowed down. So my invitation levels were low. But then immediately I had my YouTube channel, which is in September. When did I have this YouTube channel? November last year. Immediately I had it, the interest just skyrocketed. And since then, I've been telling people, you know what? I think this is the time we need to join it. And lo and behold, look at what the announcements Pi have made since then. The progression they've made since then. You understand? So I'm just saying that, look, I'm with 100% belief that Amazon eventually will collaborate with Pi, because you know why it's that? Pi, because it's mobile based and not to do with some huge computer plant somewhere in California, because it's not that, it makes it easily accessible, even though it is not easily acquirable. You understand what I'm saying? Because you still need invitation codes, and even when you join it, the wallets are not easy because you still need your passphrase and you need public keys and all of that. So, and if you don't have KYC, you know you're not going to be one of us, even if you do have the Pi app without KYC. And I'm going to do something about KYC next week. Next week at this time, I'm going to do a video about it. So I'm going to explain a lot about KYC, that all of you, once you're given that notification that, hey, you need to get your KYC done, don't hesitate. Just do it right there and then. You understand? Because you only have a few days to do it. And if you don't do it and it's gone, you'll have to wait till the next batch comes again. So you don't have to do that. I think they're going to open it up for us anyway. So we will be able to have our KYC done very soon. But I'll talk about KYC in my next video. Today it's all about Amazon and Jeff Bezos and his company potentially or impendingly joining our beloved Pi. So I believe they could probably be the first. They will probably be the first to join the Pi network. You know why? Because wait, let me read these comments. Let me read these comments. So I've got Steve Allen. Oh, Steve Allen, my guy. Say he got a KFC first 100. Yeah. I think I got mine too at that time. I got mine at that time, so I'm very, very happy. Let me see. And then DT is saying I done KYC on Yoti. Is this? Yes, it's enough. It's enough. Once you've done your KYC and it's approved, you're done. You're like one of us now, fully. Once you've done your KYC, you are one of us. Remember that. And Steve Allen again. Can you imagine if Elon and Jeff join Pi? We will be killers. We will just kill everybody. Trust me. Not literally. You know what I mean, right? We will break the bank. Trust me. The price of Pi is going to skyrocket. The price of Pi is going to skyrocket if these big giants join Pi. It's going to skyrocket. You're welcome, DT. You're welcome. You're welcome. It's going to skyrocket. Trust me, man. If they join, you and me will be sitting down somewhere in the Caribbean sipping on some champagne, Moet or something on our yacht, just enjoying life. Do you know what I mean? And forget about all these 9-to-5 jobs because it's not going to be anything, really. Do you know what I'm saying? So let's all enjoy this because what's about to happen to our lives, yeah, it's unprecedented. Trust me. Something big is about to happen to our lives. And once it does happen, you and me will be laughing on YouTube, talking to each other live because I'll invite all of you lot. Yes. First round of BS on you. It's definitely on you, Steve. Trust me. We've got these platforms that it will be so easy for us to meet up wherever we want to meet up after all this pandemonium of the pandemic is over. We'll be able to meet up somewhere in Caribbean, you know, just chill out on the blue sea of the Pacific, the Atlantic, sorry. And DT is saying, oh, wow. Oh, yes. Oh, wow. Definitely. You know, so as I was saying, I told you I gave you a reference of Elon Musk definitely joining us. He will join us. I'm telling you, Elon Musk, he goes where the money is at. And when he sees potential in something, he's going for it. Look at what he's doing in space. Very soon, you and me, with our monies, will be able to travel to space. Oh, yes, of course. And my guy, Max, said Pi Network will be huge. It will be huge. I mean, if people can't foresee that, then I don't know what they're on about, to be honest. I'm not on drugs. I see things. You see things. That's why you're all here. And I'm glad you're here. Because I posted this one like a few days ago because I wanted you to soak it in before you join this platform, before you join this whilst we all talk about it. And I'm glad that you're here because this is going to be big. It's going to be big. So yes, as I was saying, and I love this interaction. This interaction makes me go off topic. We have conversations. We talk about what we need, what we're happy about, what we ain't happy about. But so far with Pi, the flaws are all rectified. They've rectified all the flaws at the moment. So I'm still looking to see if I can find any flaws and notify the core team. But so far, even with the Pi wallet, everything seems good, you know, so far. So I don't have a lot of negativity to bring to the table at the moment. That's why I always spit positivity, and all the time you look at my videos, it's always positive because I do my best not to be negative because you always have to look at the bright side in life. It helps a lot. Look at the bright side in life because right now, yeah, with the pandemic, there's too much negativity and that's not what we need. So those of us that are in the Pi family, let's look ahead and think about what's positive and what's about to happen to our lives. Trust me, in the next 5 years, you look back at your life and you'll be like, I'm glad I joined the Pi network. I'm glad somebody invited me. And I'm glad I invited people because that's what I'm doing. I've invited a lot of people. Do you know what I mean? So young Badu, brother, what about Pi users in Nigeria? What are the requirements for KYC? Please answer this. I just want to know if I have been killing my time, sir. Right. So my Nigerian brother, let me tell you this. KYC is going to be in many forms. It's not going to be, listen, I'm going to talk about KYC, but I'll just give you a bit of an answer here. I'll talk about KYC next week, Wednesday. But because you've raised it, let me tell you this. KYC, first of all, we have the YOT version, and we're going to have the authentication version, where a fellow pioneer or 2 or 3 fellow pioneers will be able to authenticate who you say you are. And because they say so, remember, we all want the good for our people. So somebody will authenticate you, or a group of people will authenticate you. Once they do that, you will be able to get your KYC. However, they're looking for ways to do it. At the moment, they haven't actually categorically said they were going to do that. You understand? But for now, YOT is the version, the main one that we use. And obviously, we use our passport, our national IDs, and our driving license. So we use these 3, and they use it to check our names in the database. Pi doesn't do that. Remember that. So I'm going to talk about all of these things, my brother, Young Badu. I'm going to talk about it next week, Wednesday, at this time. So next week the topic is no KYC, no Pi coins. That's next week. I'm going to do another video on Friday. Now that one, we're going to talk about how ready you are for the mainnet. So we're going to talk about that as well. So that will be very interactive. So if you join me on Friday, we will definitely talk about how ready you and I are for the mainnet. That's very important. So that's going to be very interactive. I'm going to talk a bit generically, but it's going to be extremely interactive. So you lot would have to post a lot of comments for me to respond to. Because, yeah, like I said, I've been on Pi for 18 months now, or is it 19 months now? You understand? So I've learned quite a bit, and I've seen the evolution that it's gone through. You understand? So this is a revolution. You understand? It's an evolution of the revolution. Remember that. So we have to make sure we evolve and revolve. You get me? So we can't sit on our laurels at all. We have to work hard. Back to what I was talking about. So the question remains, is Jeff Bezos, his Amazon, going to collaborate with Pi? My answer is the probability is high. Now ask me why, rhetorically. The probability is high because Pi, like I said earlier, has got members who understand what they're doing. You understand? So a lot of us are not oblivious to what Pi is about. A lot of us are programmers, some of us are engineers, some of us are computer scientists, some of us are doctors, nurses, all sorts of lawyers, professional people that understand, if it's lawyer, the legality of it. If it's engineering, they understand the programming part of it and everything, or the programmers in our Pi community. So we have people that have knowledge. Some of them have even got jobs there at the moment. Some of the members have got jobs eventually with the Pi network. So this is a big thing that's happening to us. It's a community thing. Nobody is left behind. So don't leave yourself behind, and don't leave others behind. That's why I preach the word. When I joined YouTube, this wasn't my plan. I wanted to do football, soccer, as Americans will say. And then eventually I thought, you know what? Let me start ushering in Pi and see how it's going to be. And the response has been immense. And because of that, my channel is even turning from a football channel to a Pi channel or a cryptocurrency channel. So we are going to be big as pioneers, but we need to work harder. We shouldn't just sit down there and think that manna is going to fall from heaven, because it's not going to happen. We need to try and invite people. That's the main thing. Because if you invite people, you know that your Pi rate, your mining rate is going to be high, which means your Pi coins become substantial. So the higher your Pi coins, the more value you have, because if the value is high, the more fiat currency you can convert it to. You get what I mean? So this particular video content was meant to tell you that Jeff Bezos' Amazon would probably, now that's the word, would probably collaborate with Pi, because of the fact that Pi is a much more straightforward entity in the cryptocurrency world, because you don't require a lot of power or something to do that. You don't require that. You only need your mobile phone. Your mobile phone. That's all you need. That's all you need. Nothing else. And if you have your mobile phone, you can download Pi. And if you have an invitation code, if you don't have one, mine is on the screen. Trust me, I've got quite a few people. So if you don't have any, but I know all of you here have it, so I'm glad about that. And that's why you're asking questions. DT, Steve Allen, Young Badu, all of you lot. Who else? Let me see. Chiagozie, Jiwa, Duchesne, all of you lot. Harry, and yes, all of you. Michelle D, you know, all of you. Daniel Simmons. Listen, all of you, respect. Thank you so much for joining me. And please join me on Friday, same time, wherever you're at. Because Friday, we're going to actually have a discussion about what you and I are doing to ensure that we're ready for the mainnet. We have to be ready for mainnet. We can't not sit here and not be ready. And I'll tell you what you need to do to be ready for mainnet. All right? So shout out to India once again. Like I said, my heart goes out to them. I really, really, really do feel sorry for what's happening to them. And I know the UK is sending in a lot of oxygen to them, so they will be able to have enough to save people. It's a shame that we breathe in oxygen, but we require oxygen to breathe. That is a shame, honestly speaking. And we have to pay for oxygen to breathe in India. That is a shame. You know, it shouldn't be that way. It shouldn't be that way. Yes, I've still not done. Let me see. Let me read one of the comments from Steve Allen. Steve Allen says, I'm doing all right for myself. Got about 23 people on mine. I'm ready. Good. Keep inviting more. Don't be satisfied. I'm not satisfied. I've got 72 people. I'm not satisfied. Do you know what I mean? I'm not satisfied. I keep going. And let me tell you, I slacked 6 months into it. That's why I have 72. I could have got a lot more. But hey, quality people. These people are hardworking. They mine. Some of them mine at different times. So you might see that sometimes I have 20 people out of 72, 26 people out of 72 mining. But it's all good. I remind them to mine. You get me? Yes. So that's good. You keep reminding them to mine. Sometimes they remind you too when you forget, and so on and so forth. And invite people that you love, people that are your friends. Invite them to come. You understand? Let me see what somebody said here. Max, yes, Max said Pi will be the next Bitcoin. Mark my word, guys. Trust me, your words are marked. Your words are marked, Max. And I'm telling you, you're right. You're right. This is not empty optimism. This is real optimism. You understand? This is real optimism. And I believe 100% from the bottom of my heart that Pi is going to be extremely big. And none of us is going to regret it. None of us. You are not going to regret it. I'm not going to regret it. And the people we invited are not going to regret it. Because on Friday, we're going to discuss our readiness. Because trust me, it's not just having 23 people, like my dear friend Steve Allen said, that makes you ready. There are a lot of things that will get you ready. Trust me. Because when mainnet comes, there's going to be tug of war because everybody starts to think about themselves. Remember? Meanwhile, we're a family, right? Even families, you get individuals thinking about themselves. So that's what's going to happen. But it's typical of typical of us. It doesn't matter. You know, you still have to look out for your corner first before you move to somebody else. That's how it works. That's humanity. So, like I was saying, in conclusion, I would say that I'm with absolute certainty saying that Jeff Bezos, his Amazon, will collaborate with Pi because obviously they provide goods. And if you want to buy something, because, you know, there's a reason why they never collaborated with Bitcoin, because Bitcoin has got this fluctuation about its value, and it will not work out well for the business of Amazon to have, say somebody buys something for not 1 Bitcoin, let's 0.01 Bitcoin. Then suddenly they look back, it costs 0.02 Bitcoin. That's not what you want, right? You want it to be, you know, steadily increasing or steadily decreasing, not transiently increasing and decreasing like that. You don't want that. You get me? So that is not great. However, eventually they will collaborate with them because they have to. Elon Musk has, and Elon Musk, even though it's limited, because sometimes they could hold your Bitcoin in the form of fiat currency, but they could hold it. But still, it's great. You get what I mean? So I am with the notion that we shouldn't sit here and nobody should slam it and say, oh, what I'm saying is BS. No, it's not BS. It's not BS. This is something that I've researched on. And I believe that is going to happen. And I believe you know that is going to happen because Pi is going to be extremely big. And when it's big, people will be scrambling to join in. They will be queuing, these big corporations, they'll be queuing to join in. By that time, we will hold the cards because we will be owning, remember, it's decentralized, it's not centralized. So we will be owning our own pies with our non-custodial wallets. So we'll be talking about all of that in how ready you are for the mainnet. Yes? All right, to all my friends, the name is Ray. The channel is Race United, and the word is peace.